Hey, what's up, Vegas Trash? I'm going to tell you how to make a track in Trials Rising in 10 minutes. I'm not going to give you a bunch of filler, all these things that you don't really need. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. You guys ready? Now, if you've made a track before, you can listen to it if you're bored. But I'm probably not going to tell you anything you do not know. However, you get to listen to me talk, so it's kind of a win-win. Okay, so now what I'm doing now is going around the different points in the map, something I want to use, right? You do that by hitting the right 1 button, okay? Left 1 gets you going back in the scenes. Now, what they did, this is a little bit unique to this game, is they changed the... they kind of changed the scene a bit. They changed the environment settings. Right, the sky is a little more dim. Look, it's it's a bright day here. Okay, you have some overcast there, so they kind of already created a scene for you. Now, what I would do is I would pick something that's flat to start with. Okay, pick a nice background and keep it as simple as you can. Now, I'm going to tell you things to do, things not to do. It's going to be great. Now, to place your drive line, you're going to hit X. I'm on the PS4 Pro, right? Now, we're going to do a very short drive line here. Okay, ready? Now, look at this. This is great. You could call this, landing strip. Now, see how long this is here. That's what she said. 250 meters. It's about 750 feet, right? A little bit longer. That's what she said. Okay. So now, to change the environment settings, you can hit Start. Go to track settings. Environment. Okay? Time of day. There you go. And now you have a bunch of different settings you could use, okay? Real basic. And this is a lot of creating a track. It's creating a mood and a scene. Right? Now, keep in mind, you do a night track, you're going to have to light your track properly. If you want to keep it more simple, don't worry about lighting initially, okay? Here we go. Let's keep moving. Morning. That's fine. Let's go. Now, how to move the camera, right? Real basic. So I'm using just the right analog stick now, okay? Just the right analog. Right, I click down, and you can see the arrows on the side of the screen are showing, I'm toggling these now, the arrows, by pressing in the left thumbstick. You got that? Right to look, left toggles the mode in which you're moving it. So now you can move it more like a dolly, you see? When I come down, it just pulls the whole camera down, you see it? Now if I toggle, I'm going to look up. You see? So you need to get used to just moving the camera around and getting to where you want. What I would do is also, if you press in, it doesn't go quicker, sorry. And now if you want to turn, remember to toggle with your left thumbstick, right? That's where a lot of people go wrong in this editor, right? They don't even know how to move in it properly. Now, what I would do is I'd pick a point and try to go to it, like this plane here. Let's go to the propeller, right? So I'm going to turn here, press in, right? Now I need to come up higher. Now you can see, because I'm in this certain mode, I'll call it the dolly mode, as opposed to the pivot mode, okay? Now when I go up, it moves the whole thing straight up. It does not turn the angle of the camera. It comes up on a flat plane, okay? Now if you want to look up, you press in again on the left thumbstick, and look. Now you press in again. I'll wait. I'll bring it level. I'll press in on the left thumbstick. And now I can move the camera up and down. You get it? If not, go back and listen to it again. Okay, it's all right there. Now, with that being said, get used to just getting right to a point. Now, this is a big part of editing. You see, I could get right in here if I want, and a lot of it's practice. But just try to go up here or something. Try to go over this thing. Spin around it, right? You say, look at that. Yeah, I've been in this editor too much. Now, this is number 1. Number 2, how to get your objects. You're going to press up on the D-pad. You don't know what a D-pad is? Look it up online. And then hit yourself in the head with a hammer. Okay, so now you can see they have a ton of objects here. So let's just go to Trials Rising, right? Let's go to Event. Press over. Now what I would do is this. Keep it real simple. Pick a few objects you like and just use those. That's it. for your first drive line. Okay? Now, if you created a few lines, you can still do this. Challenge yourself, right? Let's say we're going to make a medium. Now, how do you get it over there? So, okay, here we go. Ready? I don't know how I just got out of that setting. Oh, I went, okay, there we go. It's do and undo. Undo is, your triangle. Undo is your square. Redo is your triangle. Anyway, now I'm going to press up in order to bring up our objects again. I'm going to go into Event Pro. Doesn't matter. Pick an object. You're going to press X. Okay, now I'm up and down on the right stick here, right? And now if I want to lock this into the drive line, I'm going to press down on the right thumbstick. And then, I don't know if it's squared up on that. It looks squared up. You're going to press it again. Press it in double time. So say if it's offset like this, one snaps it in to the line. The next press in on the thumbstick centers it. Okay? And you're going to press X to place the object. Okay? Come in. Now, I'm going to build 2 objects and I'm done. This is a 10-minute thing, tutorial. Maybe 15. Okay, call it 20. Anyway, so I want to highlight the object again. I'm going to press X. Bring it down here. And now my right one button is going to toggle my different modes. Okay? The different axis that I'm going to spin this object on. Okay? Now, obviously, I could see I want to spin it on the, I believe, the X axis or the Y. It doesn't matter. It's the blue. You can see what I'm doing. All right? That's all that matters. Now you're going to use the left 2 button to shift it, to spin the object. Okay? And the right button, the other way. Left, right. Pretty basic, right? Get it down here. Now, you're going to press up on the D-pad to change your variation. There you go. Congratulations. You're a track builder, bro. Okay, so now let's turn that. Now I'm going to hit circle to get out of that. Come down. There we go. And now you're going to press X. Bang. There's your first object. Now you're going to press up on the D-pad. Next. You guys keeping with me? I hope so. So let's just keep it simple. Starting gate. All right. Wouldn't do this, but whatever. I'm going to press X. Okay, now I want to lock it into the center of the drive line. You basically always want to center your objects that you're riding over. It looks more natural to the eye. Press in on the right thumbstick. Pull down. Move over. Okay. There we go. That looks cool. You don't want floating objects. This looks like it's laying on top of that. Now, let's get another one. Select it again with X. Triangle is going to duplicate. Come over. Bring it up higher. Now, if we want to make this bigger, let's go ahead. I'm going to press up on the D-pad. Size. Look at that. Beautiful. Make sure it's centered still. Good. Place it with X. Now, I'm going to take the same object and I'm going to modify it. Choose it by hitting X. Triangle duplicates. Bring it over. I'm going to keep the same thing happening. Same continuity. Now I'm going to change the angle a little bit. Now again, you can see the center of the drive line right there. It's being highlighted. Boom. Press in on the right thumbstick. Okay? That's going to center it. Now you can see the right axis is highlighted. I'm going to hit my left 2 to turn my object how I want. Now make sure this is intersecting the right way. Now how did I get in here? Right? When this is highlighted, to move your camera, hold down on left 1, and then press in on your analog. If you can't figure it out, go back in the video. Yeah, go back in the video. You didn't get it. Hold down on left 1, press in. That's your camera. Remove left 1 and move your left stick, and now you're moving the object. There, I taught you something else. God, you probably owe me $2, maybe $2.50. Okay, so I want to center this object here. I'm going to press down on the right thumbstick. Boom. Now you can see here, this is not how you would want something. You see how it's kind of coming up? No. Also, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to bring it down. It's intersecting right about how I want right there. There we go. Okay? It should always be beneath the other. You should not have a ridge there. No. Bad track design. Don't do it. Don't do that. See it? Even overemphasize that. It should always be smooth. press X, place your object. Now, getting up that will probably be a little bit of a thing. So let's go ahead and move the whole object a little bit to the right. Now, how did I do that? I'll tell you how I did that too. You ready? Left 1, select one object. You keep holding left 1. You select another. Hey, they're both selected. You want to group them? No problem. Press up on the D-pad. Yeah, I'm going too fast. So what? Yeah, drive like that too. Press up on the D-pad. Go all the way down to group objects. I told you, dude. Go back in the video, bro. Come on. Group objects. Boom. X. Circle out. X. There you go. Now it's going to move as one object. Hey, how about that? Now, circle deselects that, resets it back to its normal position. Now we're going to click this, select this with X, and rotate with that. Now, to toggle through again, you're going to use your right 1 button. Okay? Obviously, I'm moving on that axis. From there, you're going to use the right 2 button. See? Just like that. Okay? Very nice. I'm going to bring that down. We'll see how that plays. And go from there. Here we go. Now, I'm going to hit start. Go to test track. Okay? Let's go. It should be okay. Clearly, it's not okay. Clearly, I don't know what I'm saying. It's not too bad. I'll take that right there. Now, I'd put it a little higher. And I'd put a little circle thing over that. Turn it a little bit more slightly. All right. And a little bit higher, right? There we go. That's looking good right there. So let's test that first thing, then put a circle object on the top. There we go. Real nice. I like it. Press up on the D-pad, bring up your objects, go to cylinders. Right 1 button toggles your variations, as you can see on the right. Let's use that. Same width as the ramp, basically. Press X. There we go. We have our object. Okay, moving it there with the analog stick on the left. I'm going to press in on the right analog stick, and that's going to lock it to the drive line. There we go. Let's party. Now, again, I'm going to press in on the right thumbstick again, just like that. It's going to center it. X places the object. Okay? Now, if I just want to select a single object inside of a group, left 1, and then pick the object. And now you can see I only picked 1. Now, if I just pick this grouped object with X, it's going to pick the whole group. Okay? So you're going to hold left 1, and you can see the icon change on the cursor. Left 1. There we go. Select the single ramp. To duplicate, triangle. There we go. Rotate, right. Right 2 button. Okay? Now we're going to see what we want to do here, and that's all I'm going to do on the drive line. But this is a good way to start making your track. Now, you want to get away from floating objects. Okay? So I'm going to take the same object here, just put it under here. Just keep it real simple. Real simple. I mean, people overcomplicate tracks, and it doesn't look good. If it's your first track, make it functional. Understand how to basically just place objects in this editor. That's it. Okay? Nothing's looking weird. Everything's locked in. You might even put something under here. But let's just keep it like that for now. Okay? Now I'm going to hit the big center pad. Test track. Here we go. Now, I probably would even change that. I make that smaller on the top. All right? Unless I can get over here. Nope. Make it smaller. You see how that's not really playing well? So now I'm going to click on this, press up, come down, size, bring it down. About half size, okay? And you'll see it's going to play better now. Ready? Lock that in. Here we go. Boom. And I'll move these two together, right? And you could still do the same thing. If you're off, you could press on the right analog stick again, lock it into the center, come down, over. And when you get where you want, you're going to place it with X. Okay? That's it. That's all we're doing. Now watch how it flows better. Ready? Here we go. Now, this is kind of like the first part of building something. I didn't run that well. Shame on me. There we go. Perfect. See how smooth that is? Has a flow to it, doesn't it? It is pretty. Now, the decor is complete spunk, obviously. But this is a good way to start building tracks. Just get used to moving objects around in the editor, right? Know how to resize objects. Know how to group objects. I had it all in the video. Were you paying attention? Okay, that's about it. Now, there's so much more to building tracks, but to build a basic line, this is all you need to do. Pick a few objects, make sure things flow. Make sure it has a flow. You know, so the next thing I might come over here, select this, okay, press up. X will, square is going to reset the variation to 1, bring it to the default, circle out of that, rotate. This should be fine right here. You could literally, do something like this. Who knows? Okay. A little bit boring, but it's about the functionality of the line. You want your line to, that's a poor functioning line. That's crap. So I will move these together by holding the left one button. There we go. Now I'll move them as a pair. Bring them down. That should function real well. Okay. Here we go. Last part of it. There we go. Just right off that. And you can see that needs to be over more. You can see that right there. Right? There we go. Now, this has been a beginner's guide to creating a track. Right? Make it flow. Don't overcomplicate it. Pick a few objects and go. That's it. And consider the angles you are using. Right? Keep it consistent. Keep the difficulty consistent. It's not easy when it's your first track, but let's go. There you go. So this is probably like a medium or hard, right? There you go. Jesus, that's pretty bad right there. Okay, that's the end of the tutorial. There, it's almost 20 minutes. See? You're talking about trials, that's it. Now, what did you learn? Hopefully how to move the camera around and do basic things in the editor. And with this, you should be able to put together a basic track, no problem. Now you can see, if anything, make it on the easier side. Don't make it too hard. Okay? Watch. This will play better. Ready? And dial that drive line in. It's number 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Looks good. And that's it. Right? Work on moving that camera around. D-pad up. You have a ton of objects in here. Don't get lost in the editor. Do not do it initially. Pick a few objects. Place them well. Make the drive line flow. Make it flow. That's it. I'm done. Vegas Trash out. If you like the video, thumbs up it. I'll have some more Trials editor stuff coming at you. And when the game gets patched, I'll have a bunch more stuff. Or maybe not. Don't feel like doing it. That's about it. Thanks for listening. Trash out.